Well, as we head into October, farmers across Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio are preparing to reap their crops after a rather dry growing season. As we continue with those drought conditions, we take a look at how this could impact the harvest season. Fall harvest season is around the corner, and during the next couple of months, some of the region's most prominent crops will be ready.
Soybeans usually come on first, and then corn would be later into October, and occasionally that trails off into November.
However, even with recent rainfall, much of the area remains in a drought. 2023 has been a rather dry year for crops. Corn and soybeans are two crops that take in large amounts of water, and according to James Wolf, the Allen County Extension Director with Purdue University, the drought could have implications on crop yields.
The seeds, if they're not fully developed, still need some moisture to fully develop. And if we were seeing some dry spots there, then we may not be getting those higher yields because those seeds just haven't filled out and added that weight.
Thankfully, despite the drier growing season, Wolf notes that smaller scale crops such as green beans have seen good quality harvests, and he is hopeful that this will translate to soybean harvests as well. Additionally, he says that drier conditions could offer some protection from fungus and mold.
We don't want to put wet grain in our storage facilities for it to mold. That could actually be a benefit because it's going to help our crops dry down quicker, and in a dry condition, that's going to prevent a lot of that fungal growth that could then be a detriment and cause issues if we're feeding that grain out for livestock or using it for food products.
Looking ahead, the El Nino pattern in place often leads to warm, dry winters. Wolf notes that crops are often not planted until mid-May due to frost conditions, but an El Nino winter could allow crops to be planted earlier than usual. However, larger populations of pests and weeds could survive through a warm winter and attack these crops early on in the growing season. I'm meteorologist David Tillmans with Fox 55 News.